for me is representing Saudi Arabia. I hope my participation at the Olympics help inspire and encourage people.
I often had this feeling that I'm not belonging in World Cup as a black skier, especially as the first one.
As the only female who has ever gone to the Winter Olympics for Malaysia, I feel immense pride and so grateful to be out there doing what I love.
Hey! Good to see you. Good to see you too.
Hi, my name is Aruwin Salehhuddin. I'm Malaysia's first female Winter Olympian. I remember my parents had to kind of pull me off because I just loved playing in it and I loved the feeling.
My name is Fayik Abdi. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I'm an alpine skier and a two-time Olympian. I think a lot of the times we want what's not close to us, and I think that made me want skiing and enjoy skiing even more. Every opportunity I had to try to pursue it, I looked for. It was, they say in skiing, you caught the ski bug, and I guess I caught the ski bug when I was a kid first learning.
My name is Sabrina Simader. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Kenya, and I'm the first African female Olympic ski racer. I was born in Kenya, and with 3 years I came to Austria, to Upper Austria, where I learned skiing on a small ski lift called Hansberg, and this was the first time when I fell in love. My stepfather was a huge inspiration for me. He's a big idol of me because he taught me the love of skiing. He was a rock in our family.
There's always been a thin gray line when it comes to having a dad as your coach. He was an athlete before, and he competed at the 1996 Atlanta Summer Games in canoe kayak. I obviously have had him as a role model for such an incredibly long time, probably since I was a baby.
I definitely feel connected to Saudi Arabia. I'm from there, my parents are from there, I grew up there, went to school there, so it's definitely the place I feel the most connected to, the place I call home.
I often had this feeling that I'm not belonging in World Cup as a black skier. I didn't have anywhere I can look up to, so it was quite challenging to manifest and to visualize. But slowly, I just believed in myself a lot, and I'm very proud that I was the first one, and I hope that I can inspire the next generations.
Definitely never expected this, never planned for it either. And I not only surprised myself, but I think I surprised my friends and family. I think even me in college wouldn't have expected, to have been a two-time Olympian and going for more. So 4-year-old me would be definitely surprised and shocked and everything else.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Call Dad.
Alpine skiing obviously is not a cheap sport. My mom has worked 3 jobs at one point. I keep telling her, Mom, you can't keep doing this. This is crazy, And she says, you know what, I want to see my daughter live her dreams. They would drive me all the way up to Sun Peaks from Bellingham. And over the weekend, we would do the 6-hour drive to the mountains for skiing. I have really fond memories of my mom sitting in the back, helping me with my homework, or I would just pass it up to her in the front. We would eat in the car, sing in the car.
Bye.
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 Carrying the Kenyan flag alone was, I had goosebumps throughout when I went out the stage with the flag, and the crowd was cheering, and it was, a really, really special moment, which I never forget.
Every limitation and challenge brings the best out of any person.
My feelings on snow, it always comes down to freedom. I loved winter sports in general. Growing up, I was always drawn to the cold, and it was so magical to me.
My stepfather is still present when I'm racing, when I'm in the mountain, in the nature. He was really passionate in skiing, and yeah, I want to keep this legacy going.
Flying down the mountains at top speed is so magical, and you just feel like you're leaving your stress behind.
After a while, you forget that it's a limitation and a challenge, and it just becomes something you're used to.
My debut Olympic Games was a very interesting one. I mean, there was so much going on. Of course, there was COVID, and I was dealing with shin splints at the time. I had been given 8 plasma therapy shots in each leg leading up to the competition. And crossing the finish line in the giant slalom, I came in 38th. That was like a big relief for me.
When I finished 38 at the Pyeongchang Super G Olympic race, I was really proud because to finish it, and with this less training which I had there in the past with 19, I was really happy that I made it, and also to come down at the finish line healthy. It's not usual like we've seen in the speed races. It's quite a risky sport, so it was a really big success for me.
Not everyone at the Olympics is a contender for a medal, so the win for me is obviously, representing Saudi Arabia, the Arab world, the Gulf, in a winter sports event, which is obviously not common. The way I approached it was I wanted to try to get better every day and see how much I can push myself, and just take it day at a time, focus on what's in front of me, focus on the next training, the next race, and then see where I finish at the end.
I've personally been asked if I've ever been chased by a polar bear down the slope. In an interview. Yeah, it was really strange.
When I tell people I'm a ski racer from Saudi Arabia, their reaction is always the same.
Like when people hear that I'm a Kenyan skier, they are always asking, oh, you have snow in Kenya? Or can you ski in Kenya?
I continue answering questions that I think are, very basic, but it makes sense being from a place like Saudi Arabia. Like, what is alpine skiing is probably the most basic one. A lot of people ask, how come you ski? Or what are you doing here?
Sometimes also when I'm in Austria and the people are talking to me in English, then sometimes I'm making a joke and I just respond in a dialect, in German dialect, and then they're like, oh wow, you're speaking like us. And yeah, that's really funny.
When people think of Saudi Arabia, what comes to their mind is heat and desert, but they don't know that there's snow.
My legacy is to show the world that everything is possible if you believe in yourself. That's also my motto throughout my career. And yeah, I'm just a dreamer who made a history, and I broke boundaries and broke the ice, so I just want to improve this.
When you see the history that there are only 3 of us that have gone over the course of 3 Winter Olympic Games, I wish to see more. I feel like Malaysia can be so much more than a summer sports country. I would do my best to push for that, and to inspire people.
I hope that kids from Saudi Arabia can be inspired by my journey and my story. I want them to think that they can follow their passion, they can do what they love, anything is possible. No one can tell anyone that we are not meant to be in any place that's not